Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will be showing you that how basically we can upload a file to our Google Drive using simple JavaScript inside the browser. We will be using the OAuth2 flow here. So in the last tutorial I have shown you to build a very simple Google login and logout system. So this will be a slightly more advanced feature where we will allow the user to upload a image file, video file, GIF animation file directly to their Google Drive. So this is my Google Drive. You will see that now we have first of all need to authenticate here. First of all, let me log out and then we will simply sign in. You will see that now let me select my account here and go to the advanced section and go to the project. So this is a normal sign-in flow here. You will need to grant these permissions. So it will edit, create, delete all your Google Drive files. So simply click on continue. So now you can see that we can choose file here. Let's suppose I choose this image file. This is a PNG file. You can see that, guys. And now if you click the upload file button, it will take some time and it will now upload this file. You can see file.jpg. You have uploaded this file. So now let me take this example. So this is the image I am just uploading, guys. You can see that this is the image. Let me select this image, click on this. Again, it's a PNG image. Upload file. It will take some time. And once again, if I refresh it, you will see file.jpg. You can see that. This is a file which gets uploaded, guys. You can see that. So in this way, guys, you can upload your files here. It's very simple to upload any sort of file here. And also in the background, if you see in the console here, we have received the object from the Google Drive API. So this is the ID of the newly uploaded file which we get here in the background. You can take any Google example, anyone. You can, let me now take this Google Drive example here, this one. Now let me first of all go to the home page, authenticate here first of all, click on logout. So you can do this for any Google account, guys. You just need this code here. Simply go to an advanced option, click on continue, grant the permission, and simply now select, let me select this file, click upload. So this is my drive here. It will take some time and it will return the ID of the newly uploaded file on Google Drive. If I refresh it, you will see this is my file which gets uploaded. And you can even give the custom name as well, guys, file.jpg. You can even customize this name as well to give the output file name the name. So this is a file which gets uploaded. This can be either video file as well. Let's suppose I upload a video here. Let's suppose I say this is the video and it is about 10.5 megabytes. Let me upload this video. This is MP4, and for this, guys, we need to manipulate, we need to change the mem type here. So if I show you the code here inside profile.jpg, we need to change the name of the file to file.mp4 and the extension mem type for video/mp4. This is for video files. And now once again you need to refresh your application, once again start it from scratch. So let me log out here, once again start this. So just grant the permissions here, click on continue, and now, guys, we can simply upload our video. So we can simply say here what is coding here, and this is the file which we selected. It will take some time because it's a video file. You can see it is uploaded, and if I refresh it, now you can see this is the file.mp4 file here. You can even play this video file as well, guys. You can see that video is still being processed, so it will take some time for Google Drive to process this video. So in this way you can even upload video files as well, guys. So in this way. So now let's get started by building this application. So all the source code, guys, which I have used in this tutorial is given in the description of this video. So this is my step-by-step blog post on webninjadeveloper.com. So if you want to get all the source code, you can go to the description of this blog post to read this detailed blog post where I have explained each instruction in detail with screenshots as well. So you can follow the step-by-step approach alongside with watching the video. So let's get started. So the very first thing we need to do, guys, we need to, first of all, let me just start from scratch. Let me delete all these files here and start from scratch. So just now create index.html file, guys. what I can do is that basically I can start in a brand new folder. Let me undo delete. So we will start in brand new folder, guys, so that let me let me start it from scratch. Let me go to projects folder, and basically here we will open the make a new directory which is drive upload project. I will cd into this. So we will open it inside Visual Studio Code text editor. So here just make a simple index.html file, guys, and here we will write the basic HTML code. We will simply here we will have a simple button which will say that sign in with Google. So as soon as you click this button, guys, we will execute a function which is called as sign in, and basically here we will include our JavaScript file here, which is script.js, and this needs to be a module, guys. So just provide a type module, because we will be making a utils.js file, guys, so which will hold all the code for us for all the methods that we will use for signing in the user, signing out the user, getting the access token, all that stuff. So simply make this utils.js file, and this will be the script.js file. And now first of all, guys, we will be writing a simple method here which will allow the user to sign in. So inside this function, guys, we will take 4 arguments here. First of all, we will take the client ID, then we will take the redirect URL. In the last tutorial, I have explained you step by step how to do this process, Google OAuth2 sign in and logout system. So if you haven't watched that video, please watch that. Response type initial value will be null. If user don't pass any value, we will pass it as token. Inside this function, guys, we need to hit an endpoint. So I have already covered this inside last video, so I will just go fast here. So basically this will be the URL to which the user will be redirected whenever they sign in with Google OAuth2 version 2 auth. So once they're redirected, basically we will be creating a form, and basically I've written this code in the last video, guys. If you don't watch my last video, I will highly recommend that you watch my last video. This is all the code that I have written, so let me have paste it here. Don't waste your time. So what essentially we are doing, guys, inside this, basically we are taking 4 dynamic parameters inside this function: client ID, redirect URI, scopes, and the response type. And we are hitting this endpoint, we are redirecting the user to this endpoint, and then basically we are making a simple form here, and we are invoking a get method here. Action will point to this one, and we will be dynamically submitting the form without the user performing any action. So at last you will see we are calling form.submit. So this form will automatically get submitted, and inside this we are getting the client ID, redirect URI, response type, scope, all these 4 information from the user. And then we have 2 additional options, including granted, scopes, and state. And then inside for loop, we are setting all these options inside our input fields here, which will be hidden by default. Input, set attribute, name, value, like this. So now if you want to call this function, guys, inside script.js, we need to first of all import this. So for that, we will simply say here export, and we will export these methods. So first of all, I will export this sign in method. So it's very much good approach to basically divide your code into multiple files. So now we can simply import this method like this: import utils from utils.js. Now we can simply make the function, guys, which is sign in, which we have configured here. So utils.sign-in. If you see here, we have written a function here which is sign in, and we are exporting this function here like this. Let me see. Yeah, we are calling this function here, which is utils dot sign in. Yeah. So for this, guys, first of all we need to get the values here, whichever we write here. Let me see here. Yeah, we need to first of all get all the values here for the client ID redirect URI. So I have covered this in the previous tutorial as well. So here you just need to go to your Google Cloud Console and create your client ID. Just click this option, and here you need to select web application, and basically you need to add your JavaScript origin. So this will be the same address on which you are running your application. So in my case, I am running this on this port number, which is this port number. So I need to simply copy this. So you can see we are running on this port number. So this will be the address here. So you need to write this 127.0.0.1. So don't write localhost. Simply copy this address and simply here you need to paste it. Let me go to here. Credentials. Inside your authorized JavaScript URI. Don't put a slash symbol here like this. Simply add this. And in the redirect URI, guys, so wherever you will be redirecting the user, so I will be redirecting it to profile.html like this. So simply add this and click on create. So it will give you this your client ID, guys. So I have already got the client ID. So what I will do is that basically this is my client ID here. So I've already copy pasted here. So this will be different for you. So right here, whenever you make it, just make a variable, and here you will store your client ID. Just paste it here, and then we got our redirect URI. So this is equal to HTTP. So whatever you have written right here, you need to include the 127. So this value needs to match here. So whatever you have written here, this needs to match here, like this. So we will simply copy paste it here like this. So after this, guys, we simply need to, so what we can do is that instead of giving on click, we can give an ID here, ID button, and basically here we can target the button using its ID, and then we can simply bind the on click to a function which is called as utils dot, and it contains a method here. If you see, basically it contains a method which is called as sign in, or we can simply say here sign in. You can even import like this also, guys. Totally depends upon you how you need to call this. So we can, inside curly brackets, we can import this, and here it takes two arguments, guys. First it takes the client ID, and second is take the redirect URI scopes and response type also. So client ID we can simply pass here redirect URI also, and also here we also need to just write the scopes as well, guys. So scopes are nothing but what sort of information you need to access from the API. So for let me show you a great little tool out there, guys, which I use every day basically to explore Google APIs. So this tool is called as Google OAuth Playground. You should definitely play with it because it provides you free access to all the Google APIs with the unlimited restrictions. So select your favorite API, and here you will, let me select my Drive API. So there are all the scopes out there. So we all need this this scope here, parent scope. So simply paste it. So now, guys, you can see we are passing the scopes as well. So we have defined the scopes, and the fourth parameter, as you all know, guys, it's inside utils.js. It is taking the default value token if we don't pass the value. So it can also take, if you want to get the authorization code, this value can also be code as well. But in this case, we want the access token only, so we will not pass the value. It will automatically take that default value. So now, instead of doing like this, guys, we can also do like this. We can say sign. We can define a function here like this, sign a custom function, and then we can define this function at the bottom here, sign, and inside this we can call this function which is sign in, and here we can pass our client ID, redirect URI, and the scopes. That's it. So now what will happen, guys, if I now open this with live server, basically this is my sign in button here, and basically if I hit this button, I will be redirected to the, it is saying that cannot get /profile.html. So why this error is taking place, guys, we can see we have provided this redirect URL which is profile.html. So here we just do need to create profile.html. So this will be a simple profile page, and here we will simply welcome the user, welcome to profile page, like this, after the user has granted permission to their account here in the browser. So now let me once again do this process once again. Let me open let me just index.html, open with live server, click on this button. You will now see you need to select your account here, go to advanced option, select the permissions, so click on continue, and you welcome to profile page. You can see that now we get this access token here, you can see from the URL, similar to the last tutorial. So now we need to get this access token which is there inside the URL of the browser. So we need to add a second method here, guys, which will actually get this value for us inside from the browser. So for that we need to get define a second method. Basically I have written this second method in the last tutorial as well. So let me define this. So this will be a simple method, guys. It will get the parameters from the URL. We will pass URL as a, basically as an argument to this method, and it uses some kind of regular expression here, and inside this while loop it then return the parameters as an object. So now we simply need to define this, export this method, get params from URL, and now inside your profile HTML we just need to add this source file which is profile.js. so this will again be a module, so type module. So now we will create this file which is called as profile.js. so right here, guys, inside your profile.js we need to basically get this. We will simply call params, and here we will call a method, guys, which is called as utils. We first of all need to import this method, basically from the very itself import, and we need to import it from the file which is utils.js, and the method name is simply, guys, which is equal to get params from URL, and here we will use this method which is get params from URL, and here we will pass the location of the URL. so this can be accessed using the location API, location.href. so it will give you the exactly the parameter that you need, guys. So console log, if I console log it, so what you will see, if I open this with page here and inspect element, go to console, you will see we will receive an object here, and it contains various information. Let me first of all go to here, sign in with Google, and you can see this is the access token that we got inside this object. We got the expiry date as well. This is the redirect URL, scope as well. All this information is there with us. So we simply need to now call the API, Google Drive API, using this access token. This is now very simple. After this, guys, we also need to define our redirect URL. So this will be simply, guys, whenever we log out, where we do need to force the user. So we need to just redirect them to the home page. So this will be the address of the home page, index.html, and we now also need to declare the access token variable as well, guys. So here inside this we will store the access token. We will also get a reference to the button, guys, a logout button. So we need to add this button here, right here, a button to logout, and here we will be giving a ID of logout. That's it. And then, guys, we will have a simple input element here. So here we can simply say here upload file to Google Drive, and here we will simply have a form element, and we will be giving a ID to the form here, form. So this time we will input type file, and we will give it an ID of files, and this should be required. And after that we will have a submit button here, and the value will be upload file, upload, that's it. So now we will have a simple form here, guys. You will see it. We will choose our file and try to upload to Google Drive. And now basically we also need to get the reference of the form element as well. And we can simply say here form. So document.get element by ID. So we have given the ID to the form here, if you see form here. So we are accessing it using its ID. And let me also say file image or we can simply say file document.get element by ID files. So we have given this ID here, if you check here, to the file element as well. So we are accessing it by the ID. So that's all, guys, that we need to declare the variables. Now we again need to call a function, guys. We need to basically save this access token to local storage. For storing it, guys, we will basically call a method which is present. We need to define this method which will store this inside our local storage. So this is a method. Just go to utils.js, simply define this method, and basically here we will be passing three variables here: data, path, and name. And this will simply first of all store this, and then it will also clear out the values as well. So the problem with this approach now, guys, in the last video I've also discussed. If I now open this, simply open this and log out, go to the home page, again sign in, you will now see this basically this important information is displayed in the browser itself, so everyone can watch this information, access token. So this is not reliable, and for the security purposes also we need to hide this. So exactly we are doing the same thing using window.history.pushDate. We are hiding all this information like this, and now we simply need to call this function inside our profile.js. So what we can do is that here, first of all, we also need to export this method. Right here we can simply put a comma, save auth.info, and right inside profile.js we can now call this function. So utils dot or we can simply write like this, save auth.info. This will automatically gets imported, you will see at the very top. And here we can pass our information, which is parameters, which is params object, and here we need to pass our redirect path here, so profile.html, and then we need to pass the name of the local storage. So I will say info. That's it, guys. So now we can access the local storage by local storage.get item. So we have provided the key parameter as info. So here we can simply say info here like this. So now the access token will be stored inside this, like, which is info dot access token. That's it. So now if I print out the value here of access token, you will see it will be stored inside this access token variable. And now if I refresh it, basically if I now inspect element and go to console, you will now see basically a object is returned, access token, but I think it hasn't stored this value. Let me see here. Local storage get item, info underscore access token. Let me copy this once again. I think I can sometimes make a typing mistake as well. So paste it here, and now once again call this console log access token. So we don't need to write utils here like this. Simply we can call this save OAuth2 info like this. And now let me just sign in with Google, inspect element, You will now see. Now this value is access token value is successfully printed out in the console, and it is stored inside this variable which we have declared, which is access token. Now we can simply call our API, guys. Basically we can make a simple function here. So we have exactly got the form value, we have got the form reference here. So we can define a on submit event. So whenever the form is submitted, this is an event which automatically execute. We can define a function upload file which gets executed. So upload file. So this e parameter will be passed here inside this automatically whenever you submit the form. So this is called as event, and here first of all we need to prevent the auto submission of the form by calling e.prevent default. And after this, guys, we need to basically construct an object here which will hold the metadata of the uploaded file. So metadata is simply the information of the file which gets uploaded, such as the name of the file. Let me first of all upload file.jpg. This name can also be dynamic. Let me say date.now, and then we can simply say image dot. If you are uploading image files, you can either be uploading as JPG or PNG. Let me upload PNG, and that's it. Now we need to put the mem type of the uploaded file. So for PNG images, mem type is image/PNG, and it is also there. If you want to basically store it in a specific folder, guys, you can provide a property called as parents. Inside this square brackets, you just need to provide the value of the folder on which you need to store the value. So let's suppose you create a new folder and you need to basically store a value here. So let's suppose images I create. Click on create, and now your folder will be created. Right click this and simply click on share, and anyone with the link, copy this link, and now you will get this ID here. Simply copy this ID here, copy, and simply you need to paste this ID here. That's it. So now all the images that you upload will be uploaded inside this folder that you have created. This is also the third property that you can put here. And now to basically get the, we will simply declare a new let me say here form data object. So we will be invoking this form data constructor, and we will append this, guys, form data object. This contains append method. We will append this. Firstly, we will append the metadata that we have constructed. This is a property. Put a comma, and here we need to convert this to a blob. So blob is nothing but basically it's a data type, and here we just need to, inside this, we need to say here inside square brackets json.stringify. We will convert this value to a JavaScript JSON string here, and we will pass the data metadata object. And this also takes the second argument, guys, which is the type parameter, which is equal to, this is an object here, basically a set of curly brackets, and here we just need to write here type parameter. This is application/JSON. So this is slightly complicated, guys. First of all, we are embedding this metadata of this uploaded file. You can see first option it takes is the blob object. This is basically, we are providing it as an array here. Then we are providing a second property inside this, which is a type property, which is application/JSON. So after you do this, guys, you also need to now upload, basically append the actual file which will get uploaded. So form data object append the actual file. So we can give it a name, attribute, key value pair. So file, and here we need to now get file dot files, and we will get the first file. So in this way, guys, you can select the value of the whichever file the user has selected. So in this case, we are only uploading a single file at a time, so that's why we are accessing the 0th index, because indexing starts from 0 in programming. So that's all, guys. We are simply appended this. Now we simply need to make a simple fetch API request, post request here. So we can simply call fetch, and here you need to basically write this URL, guys. So https www.googleapis.com/upload. This is a straight URL which is available for us, which is the HTTP URL /drive/version3/files question mark upload type is equal to multipart. This can take multiple options, guys, but I am just taking the basic option here in this video. And fields is equal to ID. Fields, basically it will return this information whenever the file is uploaded. It will return the ID of the file which is gets uploaded to the Google Drive. So put a comma. It takes an object here inside the second parameter. This fetch here. First of all, it takes the method. So this time the method is post, and we need to provide headers as well. So headers are we will simply provide a new headers here, and inside this we need to pass the access token. So here we will pass the authorization, and then we will say inside double quotes here bearer, and then we need to put a space here and then concatenate the access token. That's it. We need to put now a comma here once again, guys. So now we need to say body here. So this will be the form. That's it. This is the form data object. You can see that. So this body is really important, guys. So inside the body we are just appending the actual file and the metadata object. So this is the name of the image, name type, actual parent ID of the folder to which the file will get uploaded, and this is the actual file. So here we are providing in the body of the request. That's it. We are also providing the header as well. So here we are providing the access token method is post. So now if I basically, it returns a promise, this fetch request. So we can handle this by using .then. Response is returned to it. First of all, we need to convert this response to JSON. And then again it will return the response by .then. Now we will get the info. So this will contain basically the info dot, it will contain ID property. It will contain the ID of the file which gets uploaded, and also we need to clear out the value of the file. That's it. After the file is successfully uploaded. So this will form will reset. So now, guys, we can simply now open this, and basically now we can choose a file here, and let me now open this drive google.com. You can see our video file was uploaded successfully. You can see that. And now we can simply upload a image file here. Let's suppose I say here, let me select this file here, screenshot2.png, click upload. And now, guys, if I refresh it, basically this file will get uploaded automatically. Let me see, inspect element, go to console, unsupported content with type application octet stream. I think, guys, it is all basically what we can do is that we can say here, let me try out JPG here. I think PNG is image.jpg. Yeah, let me just rename this to and try to now do this. Choose this file, click on upload. Unsupported content with type application octet stream. I think I have misspelled something, guys, here. It is, if you check basically my folder, I have created a folder here. Inside here, let me see. Yeah, this is a folder I have created, and yeah, no files have been uploaded in this folder. So there was a error coming here. Okay, because I put this as the ID here, so you can see that, guys, we have put this, you can see we have put this ID of the folder. So you can see we have, this is ID we have put here of this folder here. So all the images will be uploaded inside this folder. So we need to run from here. So we can simply say here, we can localhost 5501. Let me choose this, upload. Unsupported content. I think some kind of typing mistake is there, guys. So I have written all this code from scratch. So what you can do is that you can go to the description of this blog post and basically you can copy paste all the source code. Let me do it really fast here. This is my blog post and basically you will find out this method. Simply write this function once again. Just write this function once again. So I have just copy pasted the same code that I have written from the description of this video. So you will see that this is all same, json.stringify. So let me just comment this line. So we are not uploading to a specific folder, we are just uploading it as it is. So file.jpg, you can change this file name. Let's suppose I give a dynamic file name date.now, and then we can simply say here file.jpg. That's it. So this needs to be file.files 0, and if I check the form here, basically yeah, so yeah, now I think it's all good. So this needs to be file, sorry, that's it. So now if I try to submit this, guys, and this also, I can declare it something else here, form object, and this also I can declare it as form object. So now if I open this, guys, it will ask for the permission. Sorry, let me try out this one. Click on upload. You can see that, guys, the ID is returned to us of the uploaded file, and if I check my Google Drive here, you will see that this image will be uploaded here. You uploaded today, you can see that. And now let me upload a video file here once again. What is coding? Let me upload this video file. So for that we need to change that meme type that I've shown earlier. So we can try out another image file. Let me try this one. Click on upload. Once again you will see that, guys, it will return the ID of the uploaded file, and if I now refresh it, basically you can see this file is successfully uploaded, this image file. And now you can try out to upload in a certain folder. Let's suppose you can try out, you create a folder, and let me create this as image. You just copy paste its ID here. So simply paste this ID, and so in the script here, simply you need to uncomment this line. And so this is really useful that whenever you need to receive multiple image files from multiple people in a single folder, that's why in practical scenario you will not use this parents property in a real life scenario, because all the files which will get uploaded in a single folder. So that's why you will not get this. Let me once again run this code here, choose file. So you can see inside this folder now all the image files are now uploading. You will see that. So you can see now the ID will be returned here. The second file is uploaded. So inside the single folder which we have defined here, you can see that. So in this easy way guys, you can upload to a specific folder or you can upload it directly to Google Drive with custom names. I have also shown you how you can upload videos as well, videos, images, PDF files. You can also upload any sort of file. So this is, we have done it inside pure JavaScript guys. I haven't used any sort of third-party SDK or any sort of client library. This is purely in JavaScript in browser. So all the source code is given in the description of this video. If you like this video, then please hit that like button, subscribe the channel as well, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Basically guys, I forgot one more functionality here. In the last tutorial as well, I implemented this logout functionality. So simply what you can need to do is that basically we have got the reference of the logout button as well. So if you say, basically we have a button here, we can define this on click. So whenever you click this button, we will execute a function. We can call this function as logout user, and basically we can make this function, and inside this we can simply call, you just need to go to utils.js and basically you can write this function. So you can include this function here which will actually log out the user from the Google Drive. So simply paste it. Basically we are revoking inside this function guys, we are actually making a simple post request using fetch API. We are revoking the access token, we are removing the permissions, and basically we are redirecting the user to the home page. So we will export this method here. So we will simply say logout, and right here inside profile.js we simply need to call this method which is logout user, and here we just need to provide, simply call this, that's it. So if you just call this method guys, it will actually log out the user. Let me just cross check. Yeah, yes. And inside this guys, yeah, we need to provide two arguments here, which is the access token and the redirect URL. So we do need to provide the access token which will actually be removed, and then we need to provide the redirect URI. That's it. Redirect URI is basically, if you see, it will get redirected the user to this home page. So utils.js, you will see that it is taking, this is the function access token redirect URL. So like this. So we are using this method here, which is, sorry, this needs to be logout, sorry, not. So that's why you can see it is imported here, logout method, that's it. So now we can run this application guys. So if you see, if I grant the permission, click on continue, and if I click logout, the user will be logout, and basically it will say here the user refused to connect. I think I have put it wrong inside your profile, sorry, utils.js, redirect URL, profile.html, script.js. This is my redirect URI. Yeah. Okay, sorry, this needs to be so why no, this needs to be inside profile dots. So the port number is sorry, different guys. So this needs to be 5501. So that's it. This was the mistake. And now once again, if you do this and click on this, so now you are signed in, successfully signed in. If you click logout, you will be redirected to the home page. Now once again, if you click the button, you again need to grant the permission in the same flow. So this is real logout guys. So you can sign in, log out, and upload files to Google Drive as well. So this was the tutorial. So thank you very much.